functional side and technical side, or it is purely a functional with techno-functional side? So that's what I want to know first.
Yeah. Okay. So since you guys are already from the SAP background, right? So one is an ABAPer, one is an SD consultant. So you know what the SAP ERP does. So most
Correct.
of the companies, organizations who are having the SAP ERP, okay, as their OLTP system. So these kind of systems are called as OLTP systems, which means where we are going to store our day-to-day transactional data, the business data, the day-to-day happening data. Okay. Now I'll just give you a brief introduction about these tools. Then I'll just come to my demo. Okay. So this is our SAP ERP system. ERP system. Okay. Now here is the place where we are going to do our day-to-day transaction data storage, all this stuff. So organizations which are having some multinational business, which existing in multiple countries, they would be implementing these kind of applications in order to store their data. That's fine. Now the managements are very happy the way these ERPs would be performing, because instead of storing the data in multiple databases or multiple places, they have a single point of contact for all of the data of whole of the organization. But when the management plans to take some decisions based on this business data, like they want to have a generated report which shows them, assume this organization XYZ is there. It has its existence in 10 countries. So my CEO or the chairman of the company or the organization wants to have a report showing the country-wise revenue. So in India, how the revenue is happening, US, UK, Dubai, okay, New Zealand, Australia, different countries are there. So at a glance, you want to have a report. So this is one of the requirements. Or the other requirements are, what are the products? So usually the manufacturing companies will be implementing these ERPs, right? So what are the products which are getting sold in a very quick fashion? What are the products which are not at all purchasing by the customer? So they have lot of requirements. How is my sales happening with respect to per week, per month, per quarter, per year? So basing on these data, they want to take these kind of decisions to improve their business, to improve the revenue of the organization. Okay. Now, when it comes to ERP application, it is very good at storing the data as a whole. But when it comes to reporting, it's not a suitable application. So we can do the reporting. So using ABAP programming language, go to SC38, create a program, go to your SG tables, MM tables, PP, all these tables, and generate the reports. But the only problem with these is the reports are not at all interactive. Who is the ABAPer from both of you? Chinmay is an ABAPer, right?
No, Kavish. This is Kavish. Kavish. I'm an ABAPer. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you know, right? We can do the reporting in terms on SAP ERP also. No big deal. SC38, take the programs, take a pro. But are the reports interactive?
To some extent.
To some extent. But are the reports capable of displaying data in graphics?
No.
In terms of charts, bar charts, pie charts, all this stuff?
No.
No. Okay. And for every small change, what should you do? For example, you have written a select statement like select country, revenue from some VBAK or VBAP. Okay. Now, one of the manager raised his hand and asked a question. Hey, Poish, could you please show me the same data from calendar year point of view? Then what you should do?
Go back to my code and change it.
Yeah. For every small change required over here, we need to go back to the code. Okay. Change it, test it, execute it, activate it. Then, if everything goes fine, then show at the report level. So you are changing an existing thing, which means it needs to be an approved. If it's a bit small thing, it's okay. But if it all some complex coding is involved, some complex logic is there, so definitely lots of time consumption is taken over here. And you are changing something, right? So definitely you need to have an approval. So whoever the person who approves you, first what he will do? He will not allow you to directly interact in the production system. He'll ask you to first do the development, do the things in the development system, thoroughly test it, show me the results, then only I'll approve it, then move the object to the production. So this lengthy procedure is involved even for a small change. So the management is not happy with the way the reporting is happening. That is the reason in the year 1990, 2008, SAP has come up with its own data warehousing solution called SAP BWBA. So there is no confusion about BW or BI. Both are one and the same. BW stands for Business Warehouse.
Okay.
BI stands for Business Intelligence. Or in some areas, it is also called as BIW, Business Information Warehouse. So no confusion at all, no second thought at all. BW or BI or BAW. So only the naming convention is changed. So let me tell you the chronological order of the SAP. So initially, SAP has come up with its data warehousing solution called SAP BW, and the version is 1.0, and it happened in the year 1998. Then SAP BW 2.0, it happened in the year 2000. Then SAP BW 3.5 is the version, okay, and it released this product in the year 2002. Then SAP BI, so it's called as 7.0 version, and it released in the year 2006. Then again SAP, so again it went to SAP BW. The naming convention is getting changed exactly, so no other change at all. So 7.3, and it has been released in the year 2011 or in the early 2012. Now SAP, the latest version is SAP BW 7.4, and it has been released in the year 2013 or 2014 starting. So this is the chronological order of the SAP. So only the naming convention is changed. It's like your Office 2003, Microsoft Office 2003, 2007, 2010, 2013. So if somebody asks you, what is the difference between Excel sheet, Excel of 2010 and Excel of 2013? Then your answers would be, yes, all of the features of the 7.0 are still available, but in 7.3, new features have been included. The same logic with respect to Excel also. Excel also. Okay, so no confusion about these words. Now, what we will do as a regular interval, so in the ERP,
Binay, one more thing.
Yeah.
Is there any compatibility issue like BW 7.4 can't be residing on 4.6 like that? ECC 4.6?
Minimum, so we all know, right, the SAP ERP version was ECC 6.0, and it has happened in the year 2006.
Yeah, we're using 6.06.
So today is 2014, so close to 8 years have gone, right? So BW, to my knowledge, the latest version would be compatible with the 6.0 only, not the older versions of SAP ECC.
Okay.
I'm not sure why, because it is from the 2006, right? So close to 8 years. So maybe I'm not sure about this one.
Okay.
Most of our source systems are the ECC 6.0 version only.
Fine.
Okay. So now, in order to overcome the reporting problems, especially SAP has come up with its own data warehousing solution called BW or BA or BAW. So here in the SAP ECC, we will be having different modules like SD, okay. Now PP, PM, FI, CO, HR, okay. Different modules are the QM, quality management. So what are the things happening in these different modules? Underlying different tables are there where we are going to store our data. So on a regular intervals, we would be reading the data from these different modules in the tables and store into the BWBA structures. So here my BW tool is acting like an ETL tool. So these kind of tools are called as ETL, extraction, transformation, and loading. Extraction means able to connect to any source system. So in our case, it's an SAP ERP. So it's not that only ERP is coming into picture, SAP ERP. There are lots of other places or areas also where we are going to store our data, right? So like databases, any other ERPs, Oracle Apps, JD Edwards, PeopleSoft, BAN, Microsoft Dynamics. If I talk about databases, then Oracle, SQL Server, Sybase, Teradata, DB2.
So you mean to say that SAP BIW is compatible with all the ERPs rather than SAP ERP?
No, it is compatible with SAP ERP along with other tools also, other areas where we are going to store our data usually.
Okay, no, what I'm trying to say is, suppose my company is having, JD Edwards, okay, and I do take a license of BIW, so whether it can extract the data from JD Edwards?
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It is
Okay.
compatible to SAP ERP as well as to other ERPs or other database also. Usually that is the concept of the ETL. So ETL means E stands for extraction, means my tool or object or my system would be able to connect to different
Here, Binay, here, a little bit confusion. See,
Yes.
ERP is a different thing, database is a different thing, right? So JD Edwards can contain SQL database or, Microsoft database or SAP DB or something else. So BIW is compatible with that database or ERP. That is what I want to know.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question first. So there are different modules in your SAP ECC, okay?
Right.
So you are a SD consultant, right? So we have some VBAK table, VBAP. So what is your backend? This is your front end screen, SAP ECC. But
Right.
where are we going to store our data?
In database?
In database, it may be anything, right? Oracle or Sybase, whatever. it
Yeah,
may be.
correct.
Okay? So what do you understand from this one?
Okay, so you mean to say, okay, got it, yeah.
It is compatible to all of the applications. So here your SAP ERP is just a front end, right?
Right, yeah.
Just a front end. In the back end, always the tables are again coming into picture, and every table is having a connectivity with another using a primary key foreign key relationship.
Okay, so you mean to say, suppose,
is there in back end. Yeah.
So you mean to say any if a organization having SAP ERP as well as JD Edwards, so BIW can connect to both and extract the report, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So
Okay.
actually,
Clear.
let me show you one document, one simple document. Business intelligence material. So. Okay, so Bill Inman is considered the father of the data warehouse. So we are the father of internet, father of C, father of C++, father of Java, right? Same fashion.
Yeah.
The data warehouse, Bill Inman is considered the father of data warehouse. And he suggested some principles. So there are lots of data warehousing tools available in the market. SAP BWBA, SAP BW, ClickView, Informatica, DataStage, MSBI, okay, Tableau, MicroStrategy, TIBCO Spotfire. Lots of tools are there. Then what this Bill Inman suggests is that your data warehouse should be constructed basing on these 4 principles: subject oriented, periodic reference or time variant, constant or non-volatile, and integration. So whatever the data warehousing solutions that are available in the market today, they may be anything. The manufacturer can be anything, anybody. Okay? They would be following these 4 principles while constructing their data warehousing solutions. So to be specific, what do I mean by the subject oriented? Means my data warehousing system should be able to connect to different heterogeneous systems. So it can be databases, it can be ERP applications, it can be simple files, whatever it may be, it has the capability to connect. In that way, you need to design your system. Okay, that is one what is called prerequisite. Then integrated means my data warehousing system should be able to connect to these different heterogeneous systems, as well as they should have the capability to connect the data. Then they should have the capability to what is called transform the data according to the reporting requirements. Even though you are reading data from the 2 systems, at the report level, it should give you an impression that you have read data from the one single system itself. So all of the data should be in common language, in common architecture, in common terminology. Okay, and he suggests that the data warehousing data should not be changeable every time. So should be constant all the time. So today, if I execute my report with respect to the one of the year calendar year, so today what it is showing me with respect to till November month. Okay, so December month I will not be taken into account. Why? Because December month has been just now started and the transactions are happening. So till November month, till last month, if I execute today, it should show me the same data. If I execute on December 38th also, till November month data, it should show me the same data. Which means because of this option, the thing is the data is not at all changing, right? So we can have the firm decisions. So This is also one of the problems we are facing with SAP ERP. Why? Because we are directly interacting with the tables over there, right? So in the back end, the tables are getting updated very frequently. So today, if I execute a report on top of VBAK, VBAP tables, it would be showing me some data or some figure. And after 1 week, if I execute the same report on the same tables, definitely the numbers are changed over there. Why? Because in the back end, the data is getting changed. So I may not take a constant decision, whereas my data warehousing system should be loaded in such a fashion that keeping the reporting requirements in mind. Okay. Now,
Okay.
what do I mean by time variant? So my data warehousing system should have some time kind of features. Okay. So like calendar year. So everybody wants to analyze data, their organized data with respect to calendar year, calendar quarter, calendar month, calendar week, calendar day. So, but usually how we are going to store the data? Usually in a date format. We never store data in a calendar year format nor month format, right? But my data warehousing system should have these built-in features. So if you're following these 4 principles, so most of the data, what's called organizations or developers would be developing their data warehousing solution keeping in mind these 4 principles: subject-oriented, integrated, non-volatile, and time variant collection data in support of management issues. So if you mix all of these things together, then it's a perfect tool that optimizes your reporting with respect to the organization. Okay. Any questions with respect to this definition?
So for learning this BI, do we need to have a hands-on experience in database also?
It would be good. It's not mandatory,
Okay.
but it would be good. If you know the basics of the select statements, we are not going to write any kind of code, but it would be very easy for us to understand, to compare the things. Not mandatory.
Okay.
Okay.
This is our ETL layer. Okay. So here this happens. So our BWBI is an ETL tool plus reporting tool also. Plus reporting. Okay. So here I will be connecting my SAP BWBI via this particular SAP logon pad server. Okay. And I have a default reporting tool called Business Explorer. So this is coming by default with respect to your BWBA. No extra license, no extra money involved over here. If you install the SAP BWBA, means automatically this reporting tool, Business Explorer, would be also coming by default.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. So yeah.
So,
we are going to yeah.
Vinay, BAW is also what is it? Compatible with this one CRM and all new dimensional courses
Yes,
also, right? CRM, SCM.
all these systems. So whatever the SAP ERP, SAP
Okay.
ERP systems
So
are there.
can you tell me the okay.
Yeah, tell me.
Okay. So can you tell me like what is the job role being a BIW consultant?
Okay.